Okay, today we're going to be talking about Olympia, Washington jobs, but more specifically, we're just going to go ahead and take into account all of Thurston County, since you can drive to Olympia within about 30 minutes from most anywhere in Thurston County, except when you go way out into the boot, out in the other side of Yelm. Then it takes a little bit longer. But population is not that great, and so we're just going to go ahead and take a look at everything in Thurston County if you want to be close to Olympia and find a job there. Now, of course, in the Olympia, Lacey, Tumwater area, we have a lot of organizations, kind of concentrated organizations. Meaning, of course, we're the state capital, so there's a lot of public administration jobs. We have 3 universities: South Puget Sound Community College, St. Martin's University, and Evergreen State College. And so we have a lot of educational opportunities, and not to mention also the 5 high schools, 2 in the Olympia School District, 2 in Tumwater, and 3 in North Thurston. So I guess that's seven high schools in our area. So a lot of educational opportunities, and we have a lot of medical facilities here also. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and take a look at what we have here in terms of jobs. So kind of the broad picture here. In Thurston County compared to the United States, the unemployment rate is at 5.3, and we're talking right now. When this was published, it's in March of 2021. So unemployment rate 5.3, United States 3.7. Recent job growth is a little bit lagging overall the United States at 1.4%, but the future job growth is predicted to be very strong at 42.7%. So where are those jobs? And as I mentioned, I really like this little graphic here. It's kind of a little more fun than looking at numbers all the time. This box here of management occupations is at 10.1%, and it is the second largest. The largest is actually office and administrative support occupations. And then we have the next largest, sales and related occupations. And so between those 3, we've got 30% of the jobs just in those 3 areas. We see some other ones, as I mentioned. Education is pretty strong. Business and financial, that's to support all of the public and public jobs. And then, of course, we have some service, a lot of service industries supporting those key jobs also. I'll move myself up here out of the way a little bit. Okay, so we'll move on to what do those jobs pay? And so here's another graphic. The blue is the Thurston County. Black is the Olympia Tumwater metro area, so kind of dials in a little bit more from the county. We would expect those to be a little bit higher paying because the rest of the county is more suburban. And then we've got Washington State. We kind of see how these jobs compare to the state overall. So all industries is kind of where we're going to start. We see we're right about 39,000 annual earnings. And I'm not going to go through each one of these. I'll let you just read through there. You can see, I know if your eyes like mine, it kind of gravitates to the longer bars for the higher paying jobs. And we see that down here we've got transportation and warehousing is 45,000. And then utilities jumps out there at 63,000 for this area. And then we wrap up on the higher paying jobs with professional, scientific, and technical. We expect those to pay pretty well. In this area is at 58,600. And then down at the very bottom, the public administration is at 57,000. And then the other thing, of course, you're going to want to pay attention to in any of these industries is the benefits and retirement plans. And we know that the public industry, the state jobs, the educational jobs, probably the hospitals, those all will have good benefits along with the earnings that they offer. So that will even make these type of jobs even more desirable if that's what you're interested in. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the categories and the salary ranges. But let's. I was kind of curious. I'm on this Indeed.com, looking at in Thurston County, and so who's hiring? It doesn't matter, how much they pay and what the job is if they're not hiring. So who is actually hiring these days? And we go over to this company. And we see it's in order. It goes in order of the number of jobs that they're actually advertising. And so Providence Hospital, 163 jobs in this area. And so I was kind of curious what those jobs were. So I click on that, and we've got admitting, so patient registration, hospital access monitor, community health worker, centralized patient access, patient services, so a lot in the services area. A security officer, intensive care, biomedical engineer. So kind of runs the gamut between services and specializations, technical type of jobs. So looks like if you're interested in the medical field, you might be able to find something with Providence these days. Of course, the state has quite a few openings in the social and health services. So we kind of look at those and see what's going on there. And here's a technical job, environmental technician, a care provider, administrative assistant, IT job, so another technical job there. A fraud investigation manager. That sounds kind of interesting. What you might want to do there in terms of investigating some fraud, and look, it pays pretty well too. I got a communication director, administrative assistant, supportive housing program manager. So quite a few options in the DSHS department. And if you're interested in working for the state. Now, if we go out of the non-state type jobs, I was kind of curious what else was out there. We see, financial services, this financial services company, 76 openings there. Home Depot, 59. So if you're into the hardware, more retail, Home Depot's looking for a lot of people. Great Wolf Lodge in the entertainment industry. Auto parts, we have a couple of them that are looking. We got O'Reilly here in the AutoZone down here, looking for employees. And then a couple of the casinos, 48 at the Little Creek. And I think the Red Wind was in here also somewhere. Then, of course, the fast foods are looking. Here's the Lucky Eagle. Now, Thurston County, since we're in Thurston County, I was curious what the county was looking for. And I was surprised that most of their jobs, or many of them that were posted, were COVID related. So we've got a COVID-19 office assistant, flagger, but a COVID outbreak supervisor, a legal assistant. Here's another COVID related job, accounting assistant, COVID vaccine operations manager. And these jobs pay pretty well. You get $42 an hour for that one. A site manager, $37 an hour. Here's a technical job. And so it's kind of interesting what the county was looking for. So that's kind of where we're at today in for jobs in the Olympia Washington in terms of either wanting to come here and get a job, or to or maybe you want to look somewhere else. If you're curious about the cost of living in Olympia, check out my other video that's posted here. And if you would like other information on Thurston, Lewis, Mason, Grace Harbor counties, what's going on in real estate, labor market, the events, that sort of thing, be sure to subscribe so you will be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching.